All right, let's dive into one of the most incredible stories our bodies ever tell. We're talking about puberty, this amazing journey that's all thanks to a hidden blueprint, a hormonal map that's been inside us all along.
So here's the big question, right? How does your body just know it's time to change? After all those years of just growing, what flips that switch? That's what we're going to dig into. We're going to uncover the secret signals and the body's own internal clock that get the whole thing started. Okay, so our story actually starts in a really quiet place. Let's call it the quiet before the change. Think about childhood. The body's definitely growing, but that big hormonal symphony we're here to talk about? Yeah, the orchestra's still warming up.
And what's so wild about this time is really what isn't happening. The body is getting bigger and stronger for sure, but the specific hormones that trigger puberty, they're basically asleep. The whole system is there, ready to go, like a complex machine just waiting for someone to hit the on button.
So let's map this out. We have this quiet period, right? From birth up to around age 8. Then things start to happen. Somewhere between 8 and 13, the brain sends out that very first signal. And from there, from about age 10 to 15, the body really transforms. A whole new chapter begins.
So about that on switch, this is where it gets really interesting. We're at the starting line, the exact moment the brain decides, okay, it's time. And believe me, this isn't random. It's a super precise command from the very top.
And who's in charge? It's a tiny but super powerful part of the brain called the hypothalamus. I want you to think of it as mission control. It's the command center that makes the big call and sends out that first critical order to start the whole process.
And this top secret signal? It's a hormone. It's called GnRH. Yeah, I know it's a mouthful. But this one little hormone, it's the key. It unlocks everything. Once mission control sends out GnRH, it's like the first domino falls and the whole chain reaction is set in motion.
But here's the thing. That first signal from GnRH doesn't do all the heavy lifting by itself. Nope. It kicks off this amazing chain reaction, a cascade of hormones. Let's follow this hormonal domino effect, step by step.
Okay, so step 1, mission control. That's our hypothalamus. Sends the GnRH signal. Step 2, that signal hits the pituitary gland, which is kind of like the field commander. Step 3, the field commander gets the message and sends out its own troops, 2 hormones called LH and FSH. And finally, step 4, those messengers travel down to the factories, the ovaries, and basically say, all right, time to get to work.
So what are these factories making? The main product is a really powerful hormone called estrogen. This is the hormone that's going to be the master architect, the one in charge of most of the big changes we're about to see.
Okay, so the factories are up and running, production has started. Now we get to the part where you can actually see the changes. This is where the body's blueprint really starts to come to life. So you've got different hormones doing different jobs. Estrogen, for example, is the main driver behind breast development. Then you have another type, androgens, that are responsible for things like pubic and underarm hair. And the timeline for all this? It's a range. It's not like everything happens at once on your 12th birthday. It's a gradual process that happens over years, like a growth spurt or the widening of the hips. It all unfolds in its own time.
A really major milestone in this whole journey is the first period, which is called menarche. And something that's super important to know is that it's totally normal for cycles to be a little, irregular at first. The body is basically learning a brand new rhythm, and it can take a while to get it just right.
So let's do a quick roll call of our hormone team, right? You've got GnRH from the hypothalamus starting it all. That tells the pituitary gland to send out LH and FSH. Those guys tell the ovaries to make estrogen for most of the physical changes and progesterone to help with the menstrual cycle. And then you've got androgens from the adrenal glands handling stuff like hair growth and, sometimes acne.
But these changes, they aren't just physical. That same hormonal cascade we've been tracking has a huge impact on our minds and our moods, too. Let's get into that.
So think about it. Those same hormones that are causing all the physical changes, they're also washing over the brain. That's why things like mood swings or feeling a bit irritable can happen. It's also why you might start thinking more about who you are or feel changes in your confidence. It's all part of the same process. Even things like acne are tied to these hormonal shifts. It's all connected.
And listen, the most important thing to take away here is that these feelings are a totally normal and expected part of the journey. They're actually signs that your brain and your emotions are growing up right alongside your body.
Because in the end, that's what this is all about. Puberty is your body's own natural, powerful, incredible story of becoming, well, you. It's not just some random biological thing, it's a transformation. And it really makes you think, doesn't it? What other amazing blueprints are just waiting inside of us, ready for their moment?